Let's get into a game with Slumbering Forest. This is a slight variant of it. I'm running a Pidgeotto draw engine here so we can get the cards that we want. We have 3 Slumbering Forests in there. We have the Shroomish Breloom. No Fungus Amoongus. I feel like that's way too conditional and you only get like a few attempts at even playing it. So let me try to show off this deck and maybe we'll do a quick deck profile at the end. It's not a very complicated deck, pretty straightforward here. Turn the volume down a little bit so I can hear myself think. We lost the coin flip, that sucks, so we would like to go first with this deck, but it's okay. It is okay. We had no basics, so that he's gonna get to see our hand, which sucks. He's gonna prepare against it now. 20 Pokemon and you have to mulligan for a basic. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, choose a Pokemon to be active. That's going to be you. Choose a Pokemon to be on the bench. That's going to be you. Oh boy. Latios GX with Buster Purge. 240 damage on that, ladies and gentlemen. Attach 5 basic energy from discard qualified Pokemon anyway. Prevent all effects of attacks. Okay. Honestly, let's netball for a Shroomish. Put him down. Since we can evolve any Pokemon this turn. Yeah, I want to play Lillie. Please. Yep. Okay, that's actually really good. Hopefully he stays asleep. We can judge him or Elm's Lecture extern, depending on what we need to do. Good, he's still asleep. That works out for us. If he has a bad hand, we probably don't want to judge him, so that's kind of why I'm waiting off. He wasn't able to do anything on the first turn, so there's just the Inkay coming down. We have a really good setup here. Pidgeotto's going to come in, give us a little bit more draw power. I'm probably going to judge, because I really don't think there's a lot more we can do with this hand here. We need like a U-Turn Board, and we need a custom catcher for Diancie. That's interesting. I think he's just annoyed with having to deal with that. We don't have anything to do with these energies. I don't want to judge him. He obviously has a terrible hand. We're gonna let him suffer with that. Play that just to be a little more annoying. Hopefully we get like a Pokécoms. If he has like things that do bench damage, we're gonna want to play bench Mew. If he doesn't, we're fine playing Ditto. Like, we honestly don't even need the Ditto right now. This is enough. This is enough. Hopefully there's some switches in here. Netball for a basic grass Pokemon or energy. Let's just throw that in our hand. We're probably going to judge our hand next turn anyway. Not a lot more we can do here. Yeah, he's probably not going to wake up for a while. No energies to discard yet. I don't know, like playing Judge might just give him the one-off advantage here. But we really do need that switch. Yeah, let's just go for it. That might have just saved him here. Did I not run any switches in this deck or something? That would suck terribly. Oh boy. Oh boy. U-Turn Board. Lusamine. Whoopsie daisy. We might have messed up here. This Diancie might need to go down before we do anything. That's funny. I thought I put a switch in there. Pretty sure I put a switch in there. Yeah, that gave him a better hand than we got, so that kind of sucks. There's the Viridian. That's alright. We could grab an energy here. Hopefully get enough to retreat our Diancie soon. A U-Turn Board would be awesome. A little sad for us that we had to give him a good hand. But he probably would have gotten like a Cynthia or Lillie anyway. Oh, he got his water energy too, so he's going to be starting to do damage soon. We probably want to cut him off before that. Don't need you. Need you. Where are our balloons and our switches? Right? Give me one heads. Alright, that's nice. I'll grab one of you. Bye bye. Cynthia first. Please, there has to be at least one. Oh, there it is, finally. Whew, okay. But still no Breloom. Alright, we got Pokécoms, that's pretty good. And a Breloom. Awesome. Now, we are gonna get to see the full power of the almighty Shroomish Breloom combo. Okay, so we do have Brelooms. We do have a switch in our deck. I was about to say that would have been like the goofiest move on my part if I didn't throw a switch in there. Good thing we got this before he starts attacking us. Whew, okay. Like, I was about to just slap myself if I didn't throw a switch in there, and now we get to pre-dawn strike for a whole lot of damage. Tails, please. Oh, and the double heads on his part, but he still needs 2 turns to attach here, so we should be good for another turn. Another 140 will kill him, so at the worst I'll retreat if we don't draw a switch. Is that another custom? Okay, so that's 3 custom catchers out already. Can't remember if we're running custom catcher in this deck. We may or may not be. His guy is ready to attack. So let's look at our airmail, see what we have. Probably need one of him. We did get the switch. That's nice. Do 20 extra damage? Yeah. So we're not going to be able to get him out. I don't want to give up. So we're going to give up a prize card here off the Breloom. That's probably our best way to go about this right now. Once you attack, yeah, we're going to want to save our energies because there's no more getting gusted here. He's done. So he has to waste an energy on him to retreat him, bring out his Latios, and we will kill it if he brings it out. So we're good. What does he do? Search your deck for water, disable attachment to your deck, put damage up your deck. Okay. Oh, he's going for the Malamar desk bench recharge. Okay, not a problem. We still, if we kill the Malamar, we still that doesn't help him, right? He can still only do 240, and we have 1 Breloom. Not really anything to be concerned about. I'm looking for Pokécoms or the other Breloom here. We don't want to draw out our deck. Just be a little cautious there. Pre-dawn strike will net us this energy card. Prize card, sorry, not energy. Grab that, go ahead and grab that there. There's another Breloom for us, that's really good. We get 2 turns to set up our next Breloom. If he brings in Starmie, I am going to try to do something differently here. Because he doesn't have gusting options, so we can freely use our switch and not have to worry. This might be the FF, if he's like considering this for so long. P. Malaros, 13. Yeah, so I think the Pidgeotto engine is really good for Slumbering Forest. I know like Fungus and Amoongus combo is good, but you only get like every time you play a Fungus and every time you evolve a Shroomish to a Breloom. So that's like 3 evolutions on average per game. Plus, whatchamacallit, plus, yeah, plus like however many Fungus you want to get down, but since he's not your primary attacker and not a Mareep, it's not like you have to fill your bench up with him, and I hate doing that. This setup is way more balanced, like 1 Mareep with U-Turn Board, 2 Pidgeottos, 2 Brilooms ready to attack, and then a Diancie Prism Star on your bench. Really messes with your opponent. As you can see, like this Pokemon is super strong right now, right? 240 damage on hit. That'll is that like Pikarom HP? Pretty sure it is. So yeah. So honestly, like what else do we need here? That's the only thing I can think of that we may need. I'm not gonna do another airmail. We have a full hand. I'm gonna Spore. He's not gonna wake up, so unless he has a switch, he's not switching out, and we will pre-dawn strike for a full hit next turn. And then if this guy goes down, we have another Shroomish, another energy, 3 nest balls. Like, we're good. We're golden here. We just have to watch the energy count, because this deck does run a relatively low energy count, because we don't need that many. We only need the 1 on the Breloom, like the only thing to attack. This I had to put on the Diancie in case I need to retreat it for some reason. Which is not the case. He's not going to be able to do anything. We have drawn another Breloom. We have 15 cards. We're not going to attack, or draw, use our airmail, which is going to attack directly. Grab this. He's going to put it on the Mareep here. This is a dragon, so he can't spell tag that. He can only spell tag the Starmie. Because he has the damage to one hit any of our Pokemon here. Doesn't really matter. Do 40 damage on the Mareep. And then that's it. Mr. P. Malrose. Okay, he's doing it on the Breloom. What does he have in wait for us? Yeah, our setup is done. This is dog nasty. Like, even if he puts up another stadium, I'm gonna Lusamine back for this stadium, and it's just done. Like, oof. Not fun to play into if it gets set up. Although we've won quite a bit of games today against Slumbering Forest with our Reshi deck, but then we do have the fire advantage against the Shroomish, which does help early game, but if he evolves into a Breloom, we lose that advantage, but we still, at that point, had way more than enough energies to do 120 damage and knock things out. So, with the young Malamar, like, he's taking forever to decide how he wants to do this. Honestly, your best bet would have been to tackle the Mareep. That way, if you got another energy, you can... You know, the spell tag, you could have put it on the Starmie and then hope to take that out for one more prize card, but... Mareep or Pidgeotto would have been your best bet. Is he waiting to see if I'll get, like, bored and just give him the game or something? He's like, I will draw this out for as long as I can. Okay. You do your thing, my good sir. You do your thing. Let's grab that. It's another Pidgeotto. We don't need it. Come on, are you sending out the big boy or are you sending out the small boy? Really doesn't matter because you have to get 6 of my Pokemon. That means everything I have right now. Do you have a Wailord in there that can like Wailord GX for 100 damage on everything? Like 140 damage with the Diancie and the pre-dawn strike when he's asleep is just oof. Coming from like a stage 1 Pokemon too. There it is. There is the victory symbol. But yeah, Slumbering Forest, ladies and gentlemen. That's game 1 for you. We'll have one more game coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here with the Slumbering Forest deck and the Pidgey engine. This is something new that I've decided to try out. It's working pretty well so far. Let's see if we can get in another game here, get a decent hand, and show you how this deck works. So it looks like we're into Pikarom here. Oh boy, bench Mew for the basic. Okay. Really would like a U-Turn board here. Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be a Pikarom. I forgot. I completely forgot. So, let's start out with the netball. Grab ourselves a good old Shroomish Shroominos. 3 damage counters on your if we get a U-turn board, alright, we'll think about it next turn. Let's sit you. Oh, I could have switched, I guess. We'll save it for when we need it. If I play my Slumbering Forest, he's gonna immediately use his Marshadow, so we'll save it for a turn. Would be nice if we could get a Elms, Professor Elms? Yeah. Set down our Pidgeys, grab an extra Pidgeotto, and then start our game up. Oh, it's Greninja Zoroark, so it looks like it's some sort of weird Dark Box mix. This would be really harmful to us if we were running GX Pokemon, but we're not, so... there may not be any gusting options in this deck. I don't... Did we have custom catchers? I can't remember for the life of me if we had custom catchers or not. But, here we go. The Slumbering Forest... I could grab the Ditto, have some... Don't play it like that. Or do I want to set up like a second Shroomish? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Gives us options, right? Options are good. We didn't get energy this turn, but alas, right? Not a lot we can do. Gonna hold that. I thought it was a Pikarom. If that was the case, then bench me would have been important. But it's not, so... Yeah, I don't want to waste my Stadium as long as that Marshadow's still up. If we get into 2 Pidgeys here, we could probably put down the Stadium Cynthia for her hand. And we do have a Lusamine, so if he's like, I'm going to take out a Stadium early, then we will counteract. We do have 2 more Stadiums, 2 more Slumberings in the deck, and I think a Power Plant. So if he's trying to run some sort of, if he has a Slash Beast in there, then we can go for the Power Plant play and just cut his energy rotation. So let's see which one he wastes, because we have multiple Slumbering Forest. I might want to tempt him next turn into playing that. Be nice if we can get a couple U-turn boards, get our Mew and Mareep rolling. Looks like he's going for the Greninja play. Okay, I definitely want both the Pidgeottos here. Let's see if we can draw into a Cynthia. Pokégear and energy. Oh, we got a Lusamine. That sucks. Not the best thing. Netball and energy. I'm not sure if I'm like super hot about, because if at all, I want to force him to use Switch. 140, 140, 280 will kill him if we have Diancie. 120, 120. So let's attack with our Mew this turn. 10. Honestly, that Marshadow is gonna go. Let's just do that. So even our pre-dawn strike will, well, if we get Diancie on the board, then our pre-dawn strike will kill him. That's what the last slot is reserved for here. This bench Mew kind of sucks. I'm hoping he just kills it or something. We need a Cynthia or something so we can rotate our hand out here. Not super crazy about this guy right now. He's kind of losing us bench space that would have otherwise gone to our Diancie, so we still might need to run the Diancie out here and see what happens. Yeah, there's a resetting hole, as expected. Okay, so he is getting rid of Mew for us, which is super nice. Whew, I did not want him occupying my valuable bench space. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. So, we are gonna... Actually, let's start off first. Pidgey energy. Take the energy. Jeez, we're having a hard time drawing into our Cynthia's here. Breloom energy. Okay, wow. Not the best of things here. So we're gonna have to make the best of what we can. Good that we got rid of that Marshadow early. We can retreat. We'll get a U-Turn Board eventually. Let's get that pre-dawn strike out. Oh, it has a weakness! I completely disregarded that. Okay. Boom, bada bang. Yeah, I forget weaknesses sometimes, guys. That's my weakness, I guess. But yeah, so we just like plowed through that in one hit. That's painful. That is painful for him. He drew 2 energy cards, I think. Oh, Lizzie lets you search your deck for 2 Prism Star cards. So there's the black market. We'll throw out a Slumbering Forest here because we have it. Don't want to reset stamp him yet. Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. Bop, bop, bop. Cynthia. We have the Stadium Nav. We have the U-Turn Board. We have the Switch. Like, we're golden here right now. Oh, there is the Diancie as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Grab that. And in energy, yeah, we'll use it in case, just in case. So here comes a Diancie. We don't need a Stadium Nav yet. Let's hold it and pre-dawn strike. Breloom? Netball. Okay, okay. Not the worst, not the worst. Not the best either, but not the worst. That's what I always keep saying. There's a Cynthia from him. I think he's getting like out stadiumed here, slowly. How much is he gonna do? Anguish Cry? Not enough, right? Not enough? Psychic weakness is dark. Okay, there's the FF. So Slumbering Forest is really good, guys, with the Pidgeotto. Definitely would recommend playing this with a Pidgeotto draw engine. It's really fun too, and super budget deck. Like, really, like the only 2 hard cards to find. I can think of like Diancie and Ditto Prism in here, but everything else is like standard stuff. You can grab most of these cards. The only thing you might have trouble finding are the Prism Star and the Slumbering Forest cards. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Another fun and entertaining game with the Slumbering Forest Pidgey engine. Like and subscribe for more great content. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get enough time for one more game here with this deck.